Okay guys, it's Liz here. So 2 days ago, I made a Gemling character because I was kinda bored with my Stormweaver, and also if I want to upgrade my Stormweaver, like all the stuff are so expensive. So yeah, that's why I made my Gemling. So currently my Gemling is using Chaos Inoculation. A lot of people say that um if you use Chaos Inoculation, you wasted your health, like you're wasting your health, a high health pool. Like, I really hate when there's like a random chaos damage that comes to me. No, bro, this chaos volatile. Yeah. Basically, I don't have the budget to have like a high chaos stress. And then yeah, I just started this Gemling 2 days ago. Okay, now let's move to the gears. So on the weapon, I'm using Pillar of the Cage God with 3 socket. It is better to use a 2 socket with a corrupted 6 or 8% attack speed. It is better than 15% increased attack speed because it scales your base attack per second, which is really good. Alright, next I'm using Aziri helmet. This helmet is really good for CI build like mine because it will give you a lot of energy shield. Like right now, I think the maximum is 30. Okay, the maximum is 30 of maximum life as extra maximum energy shield. So if I remove this, my energy shield is 1.3k. And when I use this, now it's 4.8. Okay, there's a buyer. Wait guys. Alright, the trade is done. Let's continue. So this is my amulet. Not Astra Mantis, but it's like the budget version. I got this for around, I think, 7 or 8 divine. Uh, it has 15 spirit, increased maximum energy shield, which is very important. High mana, plus 27 to all attribute, plus 39 to strength, plus 30 to dexterity. That's all you need. You can change the dex to strength or like the strength to int. You can mix match. But the most important stat in here is the attribute and also the increased maximum energy shield, because it gives a lot of increase for the energy shield. Wait, also actually the spirit is important because uh, if you're buying solar amulet, it will give you a spirit implicit. So from my helmet, it's 29 spirit plus 15, it's 44 spirit. So I can use Grimfish, which is huge. So my ES would be double. This helmet costs around 3 to 5 div for the plus 20 to 25 spirit. I got lucky with the helmet. I corrupt this myself. Like I got a drop from maps and then I corrupt it and got lucky. Alright. Also I allocate spaghettification. You can ignore the minus chaos rest because we are using chaos inoculation. Okay, now let's move to the ring. Wait, actually let's go to the armor first. The armor is Grand Regalia. Right now I'm using the plus 2 elemental resistance and also increase in attribute. Before this I was using mana and attribute, and it also worked, and it much more cheaper than this one, because you can get a mana and attribute with 5 socket for around, I think, 15 to 20 divs. But for this one, even the 4 socket one costs for 30 div, which is very expensive. So you can also use the mana and attribute, which will give you a lot of mana, but it will make it harder to cap your resistance. Now let's move to the ring. This ring got rarity and also high attribute with fire resistance. Actually, I'm using this ring when I'm using my mana and attribute armor. That's why it has fire resistance, so it can cap my resistance easily. So on the ring, actually you want like a flat cold or a flat fire on your prefix, but I couldn't manage to get a good ring with budget one with rarity for my rings, for the bridge ring. That's why I go to this instead. Like, I don't really care about the flat attack and flat attack cold and flat attack fire, because I will explain it later. This one got cold and physical. It has triple attribute, which is very nice. I got this for around 1 define, I think. Basically, it is very expensive to find a triple attribute bridge ring for a high tier 1. Like mine is T8 for dexterity, T5 for strength, and T4 for intelligence. Let me give you some advice when searching for triple attribute bridge ring. On the threat side, you can change the quality to 0, so you can only find a bridge ring that haven't been upgraded using the quality adaptive catalyst, I think. Yeah. So you can see the stat before upgraded after the quality. And a lot of people sell it cheaper when it doesn't have quality. I don't know, maybe they don't know that it can be priced high, or I don't know, I'm not sure. But I think if it's already has quality, like it's tripled the price. Like this one you can get it for 1 to 5 define, I think. But if it has quality on your search, like it gets to, I think, 10 to 15 define. So make sure you search for 0 quality, so you can see if someone sells it pretty cheap. For the boots, I have double res and also intelligence, high mana, and energy shield. Hoa with double socket because I need more resistance. It is better to have a Hoa with 1 to 12 lightning damage, but it's very expensive. This one, the utility belt, this one is actually from my Stormweaver. I took it and it has plus 25% lightning resistance, which helps a lot when capping my resistance. I think this is cost around 20 or 25. I think 20 define, right? Yep, it's around 20 define. So now let's move to the flash. The flash is melting maelstrom. I think right now it is currently, oh my god, it drops a lot. Right now it's 10 define, guys. Like 2 days ago it was 15. People are farming simulacrum like crazy now. Okay, for the second weapon, I'm using the same stuff. and this one has 12% increased weapon damage, so that I can deal higher damage when I'm bossing. So basically, I'm swapping weapon to weapon slot 2 when I do boss. Alright, so now let's talk about rarity. Right now, my rarity is 63%, only from this ring and also this helmet. So if you want more rarity, you can get another ring with rarity instead of like mana or flat attack. You can get a ring with rarity. I got this one for around, I think, 11 divine with 51% increased rarity. It is very expensive, guys, but I think it is worth the cost. See, if I use this ring, I got to 151%. Also, if you want more rarity, you can change your boots to have rarity. Now my rarity is 177, but it will drop your damage. Like I think it dropped around. Wait, where's the ring? I lost around 70k damage, but it is worth it, guys, for the rarity, because I'm only using rarity for doing mapping. Alright, now let's move to the skill gems. So here we have Tempest Flurry with 5 socket. So in Tempest Flurry we have Crescendo, Inspiration, Martial Tempo, Rage, and Lightning Infusion. You can change Lightning Infusion to like Lightning Penetration in here. Basically it's up to you, because I think some people using Lightning Vision in their Herald of Ice so that it can have more lightning damage. But I think my Herald of Ice already have quite high lightning damage. That's why I don't use Lightning Infusion on Herald of Ice. Alright. Now for the next one we have Hand of Chayula. Mostly I'm using Hand of Chayula is when I'm doing boss to apply this conductivity curse, and then the voltaic mark, which give us more chance to shock, and then it will increase the effect on. Wait, shock has 55% increase effect on marked enemy, which is very nice. Conductivity to lower your enemy lightning rest. Hidden curse to increase the curse. Alright, that's it for the Hand of Chayula. Next is Tempest Bell. Tempest Bell, I'm using Overabundance to use 2 bells. Then Primal Armament, Rage Fork, because we're using Rage on Tempest Flurry, so we're generating a lot of Rage, and it will be consumed to increase the Tempest Bell damage, Close Combat, and Concentrated Effect. You can you can change Concentrated Effect, like if you're doing Simulacrum, to like a Magnified Effect, so it has a bigger range for the bell, which is I usually do, and it feels very nice. And then Herald of Thunder, I'm using Glaciation, Ice Bite, Cold Infusion, and Cold Penetration. Combat Frenzy, because in order to use charge stuff, we need a power charge, and the power charge is from Combat Frenzy, because the frenzy charge is converted to a power charge from the tree. So we have provision, clarity, and precision. We can put these two because of the 44 spirit. Alright, Herald of Ice, magnified effect, inner fate, overcharge, and conduction. Grimfish doesn't have any support gem. Grimfish will double my energy shield when doing mapping or whatever. Charge stuff. Charge stuff. I'm using persistence, cold exposure, strip away, lightning exposure, and also fire infusion. I'm using fire infusion because I don't have any flat fire attack on my rings. That's why I'm using fire infusion. And the last one, cast on shock for bossing. So when bossing, I swap to my weapon 2 and it will turn off Herald of Thunder and Herald of Ice. So I'm using cast on shock with Eye of Winter, impetus, energy retention, and also deceleration. Because when you decelerate your Eye of Winter, the Eye of Winter will get more hits to the boss. Okay, now for the tree, it's always the same for all Gemling build. Like it has the same path. From here, you take a lot of attribute. Take this. You take the star cluster of attribute. Take this and this. These two is very very important, especially this. So basically, when you have this, you don't want your lowest attribute to be very low, because using this, it will increase your damage very very high. Like if I remove this, wait, no, as you can see, it increases my damage very very high, from 316 to 355. It's like around 40k increase. This is very important, so you need to manage your attributes. Okay, for the jewels, I'm using a lot of increased maximum energy shield jewels with corrupted attribute. See, maximum energy shield, maximum energy shield. Also, if you can, you want to get a penetration for cold resistance, so you can freeze enemies more easily. Also, you can get recover mana on kill. You need to get it. You need to get recover mana on kill. So I have 1% in here, and then 2% in here, which feels very very nice. Also, you can get like a crit rate, crit damage, but it's very expensive to find a perfect jewel with a corrupted attribute. That's why I'm focusing mainly on maximum energy shield, and then freeze build up, freeze penetration, and then mana on kill. Okay, I also have some of these emerald jewels for the helping the freeze build up, also increasing the damage. This one also has a corrupted attribute with lightning damage and freeze build up. Maximum energy shield with attribute. Alright, so for the tree, see, it's all the same like any other Gemling build. You take this crit cluster, you take this for attack speed, then this to increase your attack speed based on the accuracy you have. Because we have a lot of dexterity, that means we have a very very high accuracy. That's why Gemling use these nodes. Okay. We take Chaos Inoculation so that we're immune to chaos, so we don't need to care about our chaos resistance. Okay. Then I use control Metamorphosis Diamond. You can get a better version of this with like -5 or yeah, lower than -9, because -9 is quite high. So you want to get the massive ring so that you can take pure power and also drench. Drench will help your cold damage very much. If you don't have like a ring with flat cold attack damage. That's why I'm taking this drench. And also it gives us a increased chance to shock, which is also nice. This one, pure power, will give us a lot of damage because we're stacking on intelligence also. We take some energy shield here to increase the energy shield. And then for the against the darkness, I'm using increased dexterity and also gain 4% of damage as extra cold damage, which help to proc the freeze from heralds, which is very nice. Also, I mentioned before that to use charge stuff, you need power charge, and the power charge is generated from combat frenzy, because combat frenzy will gain a frenzy charge when you freeze, electrocute, or pin an enemy. Frenzy charge then converted to power charge because we're taking resonance node, so we can get power charge when we freeze an enemy. Alright. And also we take this mind over matter because we don't have life here. So we take mind over matter so that if you don't take mind over matter and you're using this Aziri unique helmet, the damage taken by past energy shield will instantly kill you because you only have one life. So if you get damage, there is a damage taken by past energy shield. So if someone damage you, your mana will decrease too for a bit. That's why we need mind over matter, because if we don't have mind over matter, the damage taken by pass will actually kill you. Even any hit will kill you because you only have 1 HP. Also, make sure if you take mind over matter, you have this flash, because this flash will help a lot. Because if you're using mind over matter, you will have 50% less mana recovery rate, which reduces a lot of your mana regen. Basically, see, this is me when I'm using mind over matter. Look at the mana. See, it is decreasing pretty fast. Wait, I'm using weapon slot 1 now. See, it's decreasing pretty fast.
Speak.
But if you doesn't use mind over matter,
Need to make some changes.
it will sustain the mana because you don't have the
Go on.
50% less mana recovery rate. Alright. I think that's all for the build. Oh, wait, I forgot to mention.
Regrets.
In Simulacrum, you cannot proc Herald of Ice. I don't know why. I think because the enemy cannot be shattered. So in Simulacrum, instead of using Herald of Ice, I usually use Herald of Ash, which help a lot clearing the small enemies. But if you already have like a high damage, I think you can change it to Second Wind to help you survive. Wait, not Second Wind. I forgot what's the name. Wait, guys. Oh yeah, Wind Dancer. You can change to Wind Dancer. Alright, I think that's all for the build. Thank you for watching, and subscribe and like if you find this video helpful. Thank you.